Tika J again. And like I said I would, I'm coming back with a new resin update. These are just the things that I have been doing since I started resin and figured out how to get it to shine like it should. You may have seen the update that was before the last one, where I was all excited because I figured out that I should glaze them over after taking them out of a silicone mold to let the shine and color pop through like it's supposed to. So anyway, on with it. I have a few things that I made. I'll start with the simpler ones first. Well, actually, you know what? I'll start with the ones that you saw last. These are they. I'm missing one. Anyway, this is just a square with a heart in it. It has some little stars, but it's kind of hard to see them because I got so much light and glare going on. But you can see that it's really, really bright and sparkly. There, it was poured all clear in 2 layers, and that's the back. This was where I was still trying to figure out how to get the glaze of the resin to not run over and get cloudy. So I just left it alone because I wasn't doing anything special with these pieces. It was just kind of like a trial. That's the first one. This is the second one. The heart is blue. Oh, you can see the stars in that one. You see them there? They're kind of around the heart. Maybe. Nope, still. Well, you can see a couple now. Anyway, yeah, same thing. But the colors are a little different in this one. And that's the back and the sides. I was so excited when I got that to shine. And then this is my favorite one of the 4. You won't see the last one because I don't have it with me. I think I either sold it or my son has it or something like that. He was offering it to some kids at school. Anyway, yes, this is my Hello Kitty piece, my all-time favorite character forever. And this was the same set with these. There's a star there, a heart, some little pieces. I think some stars at the top and hearts at the bottom. It's kind of difficult to see still with all the light, but if I turn it off, then you won't see the sparkle in the colors. Ooh, it's pretty on the back. And that is that. So good job, me. I was proud. Then I got fancy because my son is a huge Zelda fan. You'll figure that out. And I made him this necklace some time ago, and I put a long ranch milk chain on it. But that got busted because the bottle was glass and his jacket got stepped on. Anyway, he let me cut out one of his pictures from his magazine, and I put it inside this piece. And he went bananas. So yeah, this is Link. I'm sure anybody that knows about the game knows who he is. He changes through the years, but he kind of remains the same. He's in there with some sparkly glitter. I think it's bling. And I glazed it over and did the back in black glitter. So it would still look nice. And I think I put some resin over it too, but I can't tell. It's still all nice and shiny and it's smooth too. So yeah, I think that's the one that he gets the most compliments on, and he's very, very proud of it. He wears it almost every day, so yay, super mom. That's me. Okay, so of course I have daughters too, and that meant I had to do something special for them. And this is Dora. See, she is in there in a heart mold with some sprinkles, and I had not perfected the art of putting sprinkles in, so you can kind of see some air bubbles that are kind of stuck in there right next to a sprinkle. And I don't know, I figured it out later on some other pieces, but that's what this is all about. And I did the back in white so that the little sprinkles wouldn't be popping out or showing up too much, and it would kind of give it some background color so that it wouldn't be so transparent. My eye pin is crooked as sin because this is my first experiment with the Dremel, and I kind of slipped and scraped it, and everything else went wrong. But it got in there, and that's all that really mattered. This is just some extra white resin that I poured after I finished that one because I didn't want to waste it. And here again, you can see that I was experimenting with the Dremel. It went completely through the back. Holy moly, huh? Then I got fancy, and I made some resin gummy bears. Here's a yellow one. I suppose he would be either lemon or pineapple. It's nice and transparent. You can see through him, and he's clear and shiny. Here is my strawberry bear. He's kind of red, and you can see he doesn't have an eye pin or anything because I hadn't had plans for him. Here is a raspberry bear. He looks delicious. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And here is a great bear. Isn't he handsome? Yes, it looks delicious too. Okay, so that is that on the bears. I did this because I just had some extra resin to pour. So it's purple with a heart and some sprinkles and a white back. Haven't figured out quite yet what to do with it. I thought about turning it to a magnet or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. And if you saw the last video, you'll know that I did a Dragon Ball, but it was in polymer clay. So now that I'm using resin, I can make transparent things. Look at that. That is so awesome. And there's the back. It's shiny so that it wouldn't be transparent and look weird. And beside that, if I decide to give it to one of the kids, I'll put a bail on the back so I won't disrupt the power within or something like that. And this is what I did the other day. I figured out that I could color it and do other things with it. And I have this really tiny mold that I made for a cupcake base. And it's kind of, does that help? Yeah, so it's flat and it's resin. And there's even some texture in there. It's kind of hard to see. No. Yes, please. No? Okay, fine. Can't argue with you. So yeah, it has some texture into it. It's a good color. And I have the other piece, but I haven't made it yet. So I'm going to pour it and make a flat cupcake. And I made an ice cream cone. Okay, alright. And the base, the cone part, is like the most perfect color. There, you can see it better that way. There's the color of the cone, and you can see some little bubbles in it for texture. And I was amazed that I could get that kind of look in resin. And that's the swirly business on top for some strawberry ice cream, and it looks delicious. This is actually the last one that I made. This one came out better than the other two. This is the one before. I kind of botched the top, so the swirl isn't quite perfect, but the cone is still really nice. And maybe if it wants to, yeah, you can see where it really looks like a cone. You see the little bitty bubbles? Anyway, that was the second one, and this is the first one. I really botched this one up. Put some chocolate on it to kind of cover up a few of the imperfections, but I don't have a plan for it, so it's not a big deal. But this is just a swirl, and I was able to use the cone from the other one. My son says that this looks like unicorn crap. Isn't that sweet? He says that I should stick some rainbows in it and some sparkles like in this hole, and an eye pin, and some little boy might wear it. I was like, you know what, dude, I don't really think so. So anyway, those are all my resin pieces for now. And if you like them, leave me a comment. If you have suggestions or maybe a request would be cool, leave that in the comment bar too. And leave a rating and subscribe and all that. Oh, this is the base that I made a mold. Subscribe, and I hope to hear from you soon. There they are again. How pretty. Thanks again. Bye.